Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Perfect Pair Podcast. Rock-T's who I be.
And I'm Krystal, Rock-T's better half.
She show is squamming.
Oh.
Hey, man, listen. We always tell you guys that how much we appreciate you sending us messages.
Yep.
And this episode today is the result of one of the messages that was sent. And go ahead and tease them what we're going to be talking about.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about just because I gave and receive a compliment does not mean that gives you the right to cross the line.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one. So we're going to break all that down.
Yes.
Give you our thoughts and opinions and feelings about all that. Perfect Pair Podcast happens right now. So go ahead, honey, do up. Let's go ahead and respond.
Okay. So I had to say what she said happened. So she was out in public and she's not with her significant other.
Okay.
And someone was like, hey, she haven't seen him in a long time. She was like, hey, you look good. And he was like, oh my gosh, you look good too. Things haven't changed. You still fine. Thank you. You smile, you go on, right? She was like, is she wrong for saying that? And is that inviting him and leading him on?
This is a good one.
Are you leading him on like you're not setting him straight yet? You want to say your little two thoughts?
I'm going to let you finish. Because I got about 3, 4, 5 thoughts.
I already know, Rocky. It depends on how you do it.
It's how you do it, man, because there's nothing wrong with giving someone a compliment, okay? But then there's the flirty compliment, and that's called throwing the bait out there. It's what I call throwing the bait out there. When it's a flirty compliment, you throwing bait to see how they going to respond.
You wouldn't let. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm listening.
You want me to finish? Okay.
I'm listening.
So if that person responds in a flirtatious way back to you, then that's going to let you know, oh, okay, it's game on. We can have a little fun on the side or whatever. But if the person just kind of like, I appreciate it, everything's all good, and just kind of keep moving like no big deal, then your bait that you threw out, you can reel it on back in.
So you talking about the person that's giving the compliment, right?
No, like, did she say it first?
Okay, I'm just hearing what your scenarios and why you feel like it depends. I know you was gonna say it's the way you do it.
Yeah.
But I think even the way you do it, if you do it innocently, it could still feel like the other person may feel like that is their way of saying I can cross the line now. To me, I think it's more so the other person when it's like, okay, because I am very good at this. Like, and I smile. Anybody that knows Krystal knows I smile all the time, babe.
It's a certain kind of smile, though.
Okay.
And we talk about it on this podcast.
He always say that. Listen.
She has my smile, and then she has everybody else's smile. It's a difference. I know the difference. So y'all may not know the difference because you just see this smile and you think, she's just always smiling and happy and just got a beautiful smile. She has the best smile in the world. But then there's another version of that.
Rocky, no. First of all, I don't know it's just a smile. It's big. You see all my teeth, so I don't know.
The joke is big, Jack,
Rocky.
but I love it.
Okay. So to me, I feel like people know I'm married.
Right.
It's different if you don't know I'm married or whatever, but most people that I come across, they all know that I'm married. They've introduced and they was like, oh yeah, that's Krystal, she's married to Rock-T, whatever. Cool, right?
Right.
So if I haven't seen somebody in a long time or I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. Oh, you look nice. Oh, thank you. You look nice too.
Right.
Like if I really think their outfit is nice or whatever, if it's the opposite sex, same sex, I'm most likely going to say that
You're returning the compliment.
Right. But if I don't want to say that out loud because then people going to know I don't probably like the outfit if I don't say nothing back. Okay.
We get what you're saying.
Okay. Because I'm not going to say nothing if I don't really care for it. But anyways, so if I just say, oh, thank you. You look good too. What you been doing?
Right.
You've been working out, this and that. Just, I'm a conversation type person. Like, I don't mind talking and conversating with you. I don't like just dead air, kind of like that awkwardness. Because I'm going to be like, no. So I'm going to conversate with you. To me, just because I'm smiling and I'm having a conversation with you does not mean that it's okay for you to cross the line.
I got you on that one.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I was telling her. Like, I get it because I smile and I talk to people. And Rocky hates because he says if I touch. I do. I am a toucher. I don't know why. It's like in my nature to kind of just touch if I laugh because I'm letting you know I'm laughing at you. Right. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I do that.
See, it's a line. It's a fine line
but
between.
Rocky says my touches go from hey to hey, and no,
it's a different kind of touch. That's a different kind of touch.
I don't. No.
The second one was a flirtatious kind of touch. Then, if you multiple touch, see, there's levels to this touching thing, guys.
Rocky.
If it's a funny joke, somebody just says something, and you're like, are you crazy or whatever? Okay, that's touch number one. No big deal, everything all good. But if you keep going back to every time, and now that went to 2, then the 3, you done touched somebody about 5 times already. Every time you want to laugh, you want to touch this person. That's when it starts getting to okay. Now you may be giving that person. You may be giving that person some signs like, well, why does she keep touching me?
Well, listen.
That means
I'm being very. I think I'm very mindful of this now.
No, you've gotten really good at it now.
He says I'm better because he still be like, babe.
Back in the day,
Rocky. It was not bad.
Man. But that's just the way she's always been.
Right. So and I wasn't taking it like I really wasn't flirting. I feel like you gonna know when I'm flirting. I let you know for a fact that I am flirting with you. Like you won't have to guess like, is she?
Right,
or,
right.
No, you gonna know. And I just feel like I know for a person like me, I'm going to tell you, like you should know and you will know for the fact if I want you to be in my presence. But just because I give you a compliment back and say, oh, hey, yeah, you look nice too. Oh, you been working out? That's good or whatever. Or you lost some weight since the last time I saw you. That does not say, oh, okay, that means me and Krystal can kind of, start doing, you can cross that line. No, that does not mean that. But I also want to tell the young lady too, if that person does cross the line, it is your responsibility to shut it down.
Check him.
Like if you don't check him, you don't check that person, at the end of the day, it does look like you're flirting. It does look like you're allowing that person to cross the boundary. And that's probably why your spouse is probably upset. Because if you just left it the way it is, he's thinking you're okay with it. The other guy.
Now let's take
and your husband may think it's okay with it. Because Rocky had to tell, I said, if I don't say nothing, because I would respond to a lot of people if they gave us compliments or say I'm pretty, I'm like, thank you, sweetheart. And he was like, you need to stop saying that. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's just.
I'm looking at Garrett. I'm looking at our producer, Garrett, right now. I'm just telling you how guys are.
But I'm saying.
How we are.
Okay, but I'm saying it to women and men.
No problem.
I'm not saying it to, like.
That's a good point. Let's.
I'm saying it to women and men, especially now. Saying it to a woman may be thinking I'm coming on to her too. But in my opinion, it was just like, sweetheart, like, thank you. That was so sweet. You're such a sweetheart. Like, not like, sweetheart, I want you.
But sometimes people will take it that way.
Y'all see, I don't say it no more. I don't respond to no. Rocky. See, that fast. That fast.
But look, okay, with women, saying sweetheart, even before, the way everything is now, it's a girlfriend thing. Y'all girlfriend, that's my girl.
It's a boyfriend thing. Like a boy, like he's my friend. That's a boyfriend thing too.
But look, man, all I'm saying is all guys, we look for little clues on if we can, should we move this way or not? Especially if they may have a crush on you. They may like you from afar, but they may never have approached you because of your situation. So we look for clues. So if we get a clue, it's on. Let's go. Sweetheart. Oh. Did she just call me sweetheart? So one side of our brain is like, oh, that was nice. She called me a sweetheart.
Right.
That was sweet, whatever you want to call it. But the other side is like, let me see if I can get one more sweetheart out of her.
Right.
Let me see if I can get one more little word similar to sweetheart out of her. And that's going to be my way of, hey, you want to go out to lunch or something? You want to whatever? So it just depends, man.
And
you know me.
And how I respond to men and I want to tell her this. If somebody asks you, well, can I take you out to lunch? I'll be like, yeah, you could take me and my husband out to lunch. That's usually how I respond. And you could take us out to dinner.
Right.
You want to go out to dinner.
And what are they going to do?
Well, And some of them try to be a smart ass and be like, all right. I was like, okay, hit them up and let them know what time you want us to meet.
Yep.
And that's why I would, like, you can really shut it off and shut them down. And that's when they'll know, like, okay, she didn't mean it the way I thought.
Right.
I guess that's how you can let them understand that that's not what you was trying to do. You was just being nice and being friendly coming back. But
the earlier you shut it down, the better off it'll be.
Right. Now, that is true. He is.
Because if you let it linger, yo bad. Because you know what you up to, young lady.
No, sometimes it's kind of like, for me, no, listen.
If you let it linger on.
No, you're right, but
you playing a little game.
You are. Listen, but what I'm saying is sometimes we really ain't taking it that way. Because, mister, please don't act like you don't know who's flirting with you every time you getting an extra large Starbucks when you ordering a tall. Mister, every time.
That's not.
No. Somebody always willing to do something for you, but when it comes to me, they busy. Like, come on. Also, I didn't know. I didn't pay attention. I didn't know. And you just smiling. I look at my son. Y'all both going to Starbucks getting extra stuff. But when I walk in, we paying full price for whatever we ask for.
Oh, man. I still don't understand that.
See, okay, but okay. You see how you say I don't understand. I wasn't taking it as nothing.
Right.
Don't y'all give us the benefit of the doubt of thinking the same thing? Yeah, like maybe we just don't know. We're just having a conversation, and that really bothered me about him because I'm like, you knew I grew up with a lot of guys. I have a lot of guy friends, so I kind of hang with them. So having a conversation with them, talking about certain things, to me is not flirting. It's having a conversation with one of my homeboys.
No, it's a difference. Like I don't care about you having,
but no,
the homies or whatever.
Right, but what I'm saying is with the new person, maybe that's what we're thinking we're doing. The same way you thought the Starbucks lady was just being nice.
Why your voice got to go up?
Because you kept saying the Starbucks lady was not flirting and grinning and always giving you stuff. She knew what she was doing.
I don't know, man.
But you saying you didn't know.
Right.
Okay, but she was flirting and I read all up and through it. All up and through it. And I start thinking something about you because why we got to keep coming to the Starbucks?
Because there was never no line. Y'all know how them Starbucks lines can get.
I got to the point I was like, we going through the line. Or I'm going to get it. Like, because what is going on over here?
Because you never got out the car.
Right.
It wasn't a drive. It was a Starbucks inside of the grocery store. It's one of those. And you go in there all the time and no line. So it was convenient.
Anyways, like I said, the way you feel, how you didn't think you were doing it, that's how we feel sometimes. Like some of us are really like just having an innocent conversation and this man may think it's something different.
Right.
And that I feel like that is not our fault, especially when you know your true intentions and you know as soon as you realize, oh, you think this is something different and you shut it down.
Right. Now,
like as soon as you realize like, oh, player, that's not what we're doing here. Like, no. I'm here to say when I give a compliment back, I'm being nice. Like I'm being respectful, or I really do like what you have on. That has nothing to say that, oh, I want you to come on to me. Yeah. That's not happening.
Now you have perfected that. Like you gotten really good at it. And here's why I love this doggone woman. Because she did a lot of this stuff on her own. Like she made adjustments on her own. It wasn't like I just sat her down and said, you gotta stop doing this. And once I expressed my feelings about things,
when he told me how he felt, I was like, okay, let me stop.
Then you adjusted it in your own way. I didn't put no restriction on you can't do this. You stop doing this. This is no list.
Making me feel like I can't be me. Because that's another thing. You can't make your spouse feel like they can't be them.
Right.
But when you know how they are, like my friends, especially my friend Chanel, Oscar, they know. Chanel is a social butterfly. She would talk to the fly on the wall. Mm-hmm. She would be friends with animals.
You the same way?
Like, right, but she's all over the place. He just kind of sit back.
Friends with animals?
Yes, because that's Chanel. Like, she would get along with everything. She don't care, and she gonna make the best of it. That's my dog, though. That's my bitch. You know it. She know who she is. But anyway, but she's just kind of all over the place, talking to everybody. She'll talk to guys, like males. Make friends, bring them over. Oscar, look, I made a new friend and this and that. He knows that about his wife, but he's not like making her, but she's not being disrespectful to him.
Absolutely.
Because he understands her, she understands him, and it's like she's she still shows respect towards him.
And that's the key. That's the key
so
ingredient.
He let her know the things he didn't like, and of course she doesn't do them.
Right.
But you still allow her to be her. So don't tell me not to be me.
Right.
Because for a second there, I felt like that's what he was trying to do at the beginning. Because y'all heard, if y'all listen to our podcast from way back in the day, especially that walking on eggshells ones, because it's like you can't be yourself. And it feel like you're by yourself whenever you're trying to navigate through your marriage, because you don't want to hurt his feelings. You don't want to start another fight, because if you said this is going to make him mad. And
every time you go out in public and somebody looks at her or says something to her, you can't be, you don't want to put her in a situation to feel uncomfortable.
Right, because you go out and now you're like this. You can't even have a good time.
Right.
You just look at your phone. You're looking down. It is stressful. Like, it's so stressful.
Absolutely.
And then so that's why you need
and
to
vice
sit down.
versa, fellas.
Right. No, I'm saying, like, that's why you got to sit down and have a conversation with them and, like, be like, okay, let me know what bothers you so I can compromise and meet you halfway so I can still have fun. So I still talk to guys. I still have conversation, laugh, joke, everything. It's just, you need to be over there and I don't need to touch you like that. If I hit you one time, stay sideways, because I might swing my arm again because I'm laughing. But I'm just saying.
You meant that, boy.
I did what? I did. Get over there, because I'm going to laugh. Especially if you're funny.
Yeah.
Like, and I laugh at everything.
And see, that's another thing. She does laugh at anything.
I
everything.
do.
And,
but things are funny to me.
That doesn't bother me, because I love it when you laugh. Because, we like laughing. We both laugh a lot. But if you're funny and you say something funny, she's going to laugh.
Yes, I just think the more secure you are in your relationship and what y'all have with one another, the better it's going to be. And that's any relationship, friendships, work relationships, whatever you have. When you're secure with the relationship you have, you won't be so bothered by everything else that's going on around. When he has a conversation with somebody else, because again, I tell everybody, our whole staff is women. That we have. And who works closely with Rocky are women.
Yep.
Literally women.
Because y'all make it happen and get things done.
Right. But I'm also secure enough in my marriage to know that he good. Like, he's not going to do anything. And if he was, because everybody's like, how do you know? You can't be with him. You're right. If he was, he's going to do it anyway. If I'm there or I'm not. Y'all don't understand. Y'all act like y'all can stop these men from cheating and everything just because you're with him all the time and you're checking his phone, this and that. If they want to cheat, they're going to cheat. There's nothing I could do to stop him from cheating. Only he can do that. I can only control the controllable, which is me.
And women, same thing. If she gonna cheat, she gonna cheat. It is what it is, man. But don't add more stress to your life and to your relationship by assuming that something is going on, all because maybe you misidentified a laugh or misidentified a touch or misidentified something. So learn each other.
And then understand your wife.
Yeah, learn each other.
Or your husband. Both of y'all have a past that was before each other.
Ooh, that's a whole nother episode, babe.
Ooh, right.
Ooh, that's a whole nother episode. We may cut this one short right now and
right.
start the next episode talking about that.
You're right. We do, because that is a whole nother episode.
So that's what we're going to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in once again to the Perfect Pair Podcast. Hope we answered your question, young lady. But I think you did. I think you broke that thing down perfect.
I did. I explained a lot.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's anything wrong giving a compliment, pretty much, if you didn't get the whole gist of what I said.
Absolutely. Just shut that thing down if that other person keeps trying to come on.
But that other person needs to know, just because I gave you a compliment doesn't mean you could cross that line.
Yeah, but if they do, you got to shut that thing down.
True.
That's what you said.
You're
so
right.
there it is, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, download, subscribe, follow us on social media, all that good stuff. YouTube as well. Perfect Pair Podcast.
Rocky. Bye. Rocky.
Deuces.
Oh, my God. Why?